Hi there. Let me ask you something. Are you tired of feeling like there's never enough time in the day? You're not alone. Most of the advice out there is complicated, overwhelming, and makes you feel like a failure when you can't keep up. But here's the thing. Managing your time doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler your approach, the more likely it is to work. Today, I'm going to walk you through a minimalist, science-backed approach to time management. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to manage your time better, but also feel less stressed about the whole process. Let's get started. Most traditional time management strategies treat time like a machine. Break it down, schedule every part, and push yourself to do more. Sounds logical, right? But research shows this approach often leads to burnout, procrastination, and a false sense of busyness. Here's why. Life is unpredictable. Sticking to a rigid plan can leave you stressed when things go wrong. The myth of multitasking. Studies from Stanford University prove that multitasking lowers your efficiency and increases errors. So, what's the alternative? Focus on working with your time, not against it. The first step is to simplify. Forget trying to do 10 things at once. Instead, ask yourself this question. What's the one thing I could do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? This concept comes from Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, and it's backed by neuroscience. When you focus on one meaningful task at a time, your brain operates at peak efficiency. Each morning, write down your one thing. Make it your priority for the day, even if it's the only thing you accomplish. It's a win. Let's talk about to-do lists. They're endless, overwhelming, and often unrealistic. Instead, use time blocking, a simple yet powerful tool where you schedule tasks into specific time slots. Time blocking reduces decision fatigue by pre-committing your time, and studies show this improves focus and productivity. Block your day into 3 sections: deep work, tasks that require intense focus; shallow work, emails, admin, routine tasks; recharge, time for hobbies, family, or relaxation. This structure lets you balance productivity and downtime. Here's a game changer: the 80-20 rule. This principle, discovered by economist Wilfredo Pareto, states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Not all tasks are equal. Identify your vital few tasks, the ones that truly matter, and focus on those. For example, if you're a student, spending 2 hours understanding key concepts in your course can yield better results than spending 8 hours highlighting every word in your textbook. Let's face it, we say yes to too many things. But every yes is a no to something else, often your priorities. Psychologists have found that saying no reduces stress and protects your mental energy. Use the kind no approach. I'd love to help, but I'm focusing on something important right now. That sounds great, but I can't commit at the moment. By saying no to the unimportant, you create space for what truly matters. Another powerful tool is the Pomodoro technique. This method alternates periods of intense focus with short breaks. It's simple and effective, especially for people who struggle with procrastination. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work on one task until the timer goes off. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. Research shows that these intervals keep your brain sharp and prevent burnout. Here's a surprising fact. Most people are only truly productive for about 3 hours a day. Studies from behavioral scientists reveal that after this peak period, focus and decision-making ability drop dramatically. Identify your peak productivity window, typically in the morning or early afternoon, and schedule your most important work during this time. Track your energy levels for a week to find your peak hours, then plan your deep work accordingly. At its core, effective time management is about simplicity. You don't need fancy apps, complex routines, or color-coded planners. Instead, prioritize what matters, say no to distractions, and give yourself permission to rest. Minimalism isn't just about owning less. It's about focusing on less to achieve more. This isn't about squeezing every second out of your day. It's about being intentional. By focusing on one thing, blocking your time, saying no, and respecting your brain's limits, you can create a sustainable system that works for you. Remember, you don't have to do it all to be productive. You just need to do the right things. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more minimalistic and evidence-based productivity tips.